What's up, guys? I got Mr. Pack here and me. Today we're going to be talking about modern dating, finding a life partner, do's and don'ts, and just the whole scene about dating and how we get bombarded with questions and questions about, hey, how do I do this? Is this a red flag? Is it not? And so today we're going to be answering your questions on what to do, what not to do.
How many questions you got?
I got 10.
You got 10?
Yeah.
Okay. I meant like in general, like how many like questions people actually ask you.
Oh, a
in
shit ton.
Q&A at a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them I was looking more for like some general kind of questions that we can go over,
Mm-hmm.
and not so much like specifically into ours, because
Mm-hmm.
that way people could like relate a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more to it. But I got a pretty good question here that I think a lot of people can relate to, which is, do you need to be absolutely perfect before you get into a relationship?
No, I don't think you need to be perfect, but I do think you need to be as close to the best version of yourself as possible. All right, like no one's perfect. That's never going to happen. But I do think that you need to be like mentally mature, emotionally available. I
Yep.
do think that you need to be in like the state of mind of like I want to be the best man that I can be,
Yep.
Like, and I think a lot of guys have like a victim mentality of
Hmm.
like, oh, I've been through so much, and there's that show, the dating show. I forgot the name of it, but basically I think the guy was black, and he was like saying that he has to cheat because his dad did.
Is that Love Is Blind?
Love is
That was
blind,
Love Is
yeah,
Blind.
and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
and the guys like, I just can't stop cheating because my dad is a cheater. Like, what are you saying,
That
bro?
makes no sense at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I know. So that's why my response is just be the best version of yourself. No victim mentality. Like, I'm sorry that you've gone through certain things. We all have, but that does not constitute you being a piece of shit. So just be the best man that you can be.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like being perfect is not the right word to say about it. But I think people need to have a lot of they need to be comfortable with themselves first
Mm,
before they get in and
yeah.
try to take care of somebody else. You got to be able to take care of yourself first. That doesn't mean that you haven't resolved all of your trauma, but you've been able to handle it by yourself at least and go through it, and also not have to project it to other people,
Yeah.
right? There's like a limit to how much it is. Some people just go into straight another fucking relationship and they have so much
That's
baggage.
where I fucked up.
Yeah. Like
That
they just have so much shit over them and they haven't gotten over it. They haven't gotten a chance to really self reflect over these
hmm
things.
hmm
And so they'll just throw it on to the other person. And
Yeah.
so
I see.
that shit
I
happens.
did that. I did that for years, bro. Like, I would be in a relationship and then break up, and immediately I would just be like, I can't be alone.
Yeah.
And then finally, what did I do? I broke off one and I
Yeah.
just stayed by myself for about a year and some change. And that literally helped me out so much.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was able to not only like become more financially successful and like, but I was able to spend more time with just
Yeah.
and get to know me and get to know what I want, what I don't want, and just to be able to like just be with me. I've always been with somebody
Yep.
since I was like 17. So finally having time, I think I was like 25 or 26.
Yeah.
I just got to find out who I am.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Figure out like what works for you.
yeah,
And if anything, like discover yourself and new things about yourself
yeah.
that you might have not even known beforehand.
Well, I would always hear like you need to find out who you are. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I know I'm sitting right here. I know me,
Yeah.
right? But then it is actually true. Like I found out like things that like, hey, I'm not good at this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at that. I suck at this. I can improve on this, right? Like I
Like a lot
spend
of
time,
accountability.
yeah, like I spend time with myself, and I think that helped me out a lot. I have a question here. And here it says, as a successful man, what are some key characteristics you look for in your spouse?
Um, I think some of the most important things I look for at this level right now, and we know we're at high performers in our businesses and basically everything we do in life. And I think it takes a woman that's very understanding and
Mm-hmm.
respectful of that.
Yeah.
Because if you guys have a similar vision or goal about how your life looks, then you have to understand the kind of sacrifices that are involved into that,
Mm-hmm.
and also you have to understand and support that mission as well. You
Yeah.
can't like create more friction,
Mm-hmm.
more conflict, and add more stress to that person's life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is an important factor when it comes to working with somebody. If you want to be with somebody who's at a high caliber or high level drive, is you know, your partner has to understand what you're going through, and you guys have to align in the vision about what your life looks like and the quality of your life.
I agree. And I think what some girls don't understand is if you're with a guy that is a high performer and he has a goal that, hey, I have to save X amount of cash or we can't do this yet, right? Blah, blah, blah. And he's trying to like allocate time and funds into a certain thing. And then you as a girl, let's say, for example, like a girl and a guy, like the guy is trying to save. He's not trying to go do this, this, that, or go buy this, this, that, because he's trying to save to go put it into X, Y, Z.
Yep.
But then the girl every single day is like, oh my God, look at this car. Oh my God, this bag. Oh my God. And then the guy's gonna be like, oh fuck, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Right? I want to give her this, right? Or if she's like, oh, I wish we could travel. Oh, look at so-and-so went here and so-and-so went there, right?
Ooh, comparing.
And
Oh,
then as a dude, you're like, fuck, bro. Like, I want to get it versus like being a wife or a girlfriend, you know, that you're not saying those things because you know like he wants to give you that,
yeah.
but he's hustling right now, and so like don't make him feel like shit.
Yeah,
You know?
because it can be scary for us as a man because it doesn't feel good to be like, oh, you know, we gotta like cut it down a little
Yep.
bit. We gotta slim down. That'll hurt our own ego, and
Absolutely.
so it's like you don't want to do that for your woman.
Yeah.
But if they can ease that kind of blow and just be like, you know what, I understand,
Mhm.
no problem, no questions,
Yep.
nothing combative about it. They just get it. That's like the best feeling in the world for us because then we can just be like, all right, we get it. You know, let's go handle our business, and then when we finish, you know, we can reward them and you know, give them better.
I think for me, one of the biggest things why I was so comfortable with propose. There's 1,000 things. One of those things was she allows me to work. That's huge, right? Is like having a partner that, because there's like chicks like they'll tell you I support you, but when you come home and you're tired and you're like, bro, I just went to war all day, and then you come home and then they're like mad at you for something, and you're like, bro, just give me like 10 minutes, dog.
Yeah.
Just give me like 10 minutes to just like decompress, you know, right? Like
Yeah.
just saying I support you verbally doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Like real support is like, what does your man need
Yep.
to be able to do the things he needs to do to
Right.
give you the life that you want?
Yeah.
And do that versus like, oh, I tell him I support him. Okay, cool. But
Yeah. You know, honestly, a lot of the times, like, you know, supporting your man doesn't require you to really do anything other than don't get in his way. That's literally
bars.
all it is.
I agree.
That's all you need to
I
do is
agree.
just like stay in your lane,
I agree.
you know, respectfully stay in your lane so that he can go and do his thing because realistically, guys like us are not going to be out there bullshitting.
Yep.
Like, we have a mission in play. These things are important. We love what we do at the same time, but we know like what it takes to get there and just having a partner that like when they say I support you, this means like I'm going to allow you to do your thing and not give you crap about it, not nag you about it. Like I support your dreams because it's our dream.
Yeah.
Right.
I experienced this last Saturday. So I drove up to Sacramento and I had a whole bunch of people that hit me up saying, hey, we want to come and meet you, this, and that. So I was like, all right, cool. And so she's from Sac, right? So I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to host a drive. And then from Sac, I'm driving to SF. So I'll get to Sac around like 4 or 5, but I won't be at your house until like 1 or 2, right? Obviously for her, like I go up there once every 6 months or so. She had every ability to sit there and be like, wow, like you're going to come here and not spend time with me and blah, 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 blah. She's like, cool, do you? And after I did my whole night, and that was a crazy ass day, but
That looks crazy.
I got pulled over twice. I almost went to jail. But when I got home, or to her house, I told her, I was like, I appreciate the fact that you didn't give me shit for not coming directly here when I'm coming to your hometown because I needed to do what I need to do, right? And I think that's another part where it's like acknowledging that if your girl is doing the things that you want her to do, then motherfucker say it,
Facts.
right?
Facts. I agree. What's a good way for a woman to find out the man she's talking to is a provider?
Go out to eat. Go out to eat. Go out to eat. What's his? And not only this. If the guy pays the bill, cool. How does he pay the bill? If he goes, no, I got this. It's okay. You know, if he's like creating a whole drama about it of like
Yeah.
I'm paying the bill, like, and it's such a minute. I mean,
Or if he just does it.
Yeah, well, right, yes. So there's two separate ways, right? Like for example, like when I went on my first date, the second the bill hit, the bill didn't even hit. I already handed her the card.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to wait for the
Yeah.
bill to hit, right? Versus there's other guys that like I've heard stories from other girls or like my sister said times where, like there's guys that are like, it's okay, I got the bill this time, and it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like,
Or they'll, in the other side, they'll wait and be like, so do you
yeah,
wanna,
yeah,
how do you want to handle the bill? If
yes,
they gotta ask you how do you handle the bill,
weird,
they're not a provider
weird,
at all.
yeah.
They're not.
And you know what's so funny? Dudes get so mad at that.
They do.
Back in the day, it used to be something that they were like proud about. Like how me and you are like, yes, I take care of my lady, right? Now you see men that are like arguing about it. And I just don't comprehend. Like I don't get it. Like that's your job is to fucking take care of your lady.
The economy's different
Eco-
nowadays, dog.
Then don't fucking date.
Literally. Literally.
I've seen guys like, well, you know, it's hard finding. Then put your dick in your pants and go make more money.
Yeah.
That's simple.
In my opinion, I think for guys, you need to at least be able to stand on your own 2 feet before you date properly, right?
Bro.
Really, really date properly.
In my culture, Pakistani guys will get married or they'll get in relationships. And not only are they not able to stand on their own 2 feet, they move in with their parents.
Yeah.
And then they force the girl to do it.
Yeah.
And then the guy's response is, well, no, I love my family and I can't leave my mom and this and that. And I'm still going to, then don't fuck. Why are you going to put the poor girl through hell?
Yeah.
I don't care how much you love your mom. I don't care how great you think your mom and dad are. That's not her fucking family, bro.
Fact.
You know, like I wouldn't, like I'm going to get, like I have this here. When this gets done, I'm not putting my wife in a home with my mom and dad.
Yeah, not a chance.
Not that my mom and dad are bad, but no, like even my own mom moved out of my dad's house with my mom and dad moved out of my dad's parents' home back in 1980, whatever the fuck, like 1982.
Yeah.
Right? Like no.
Yeah.
Like don't do that.
Couldn't even be in the same house with my mom, so let alone having my wife there as well. It makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah, bro. Like true. For it, like yes, like for example, our moms are feisty. They just are. My mom's a firecracker, but that's my mom.
Right.
I can deal with my mom. I can tell my mom stop.
Yeah.
Now, if my wife were to say to my mom stop, first of all, my mom's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
And I'm like, "Oh, don't talk to my mom like that.
Yeah.
Just let me handle it, right?" So before you even get into all that drama, all that BS, don't even put your wife in that position where she even has to say that.
Yeah. You just be able to have your own place.
Yeah.
You know, stand on your own 2 feet.
But then there's guys like, no, I gotta have the C8 Vec, dog. I gotta have the M3, M4. They gotta have the cool shit. And because of the lifestyle that they live, they can't afford to move out.
Yeah.
You know, like
Fact.
they'll have an M3 and a nice car, and which is amounting to $3,000-$4,000 a month, versus an apartment is $3,000.
Yeah. I just find it like for guys, you'll probably find dating a lot easier if you can just stand on your own 2 feet and just do it, right? Like you don't have to be in a position where you have no funds or anything like that, like because you can maneuver a lot better.
Yeah.
You can lead the relationship the way you want to.
Yeah.
Instead of relying on anybody else.
Someone here says, how to seek women with the right intentions as a successful young man.
Say that again.
How to seek a relationship. How to seek women with right intentions how to seek women with right intentions as a successful young man.
So you want to just be able to spot whether someone's a gold digger or not, essentially, right? Honestly, I feel like it's pretty easy to spot if you actually have the dough. Like if you are sound mind, body, you know who you are, and you make good money for yourself, you'll be able to spot whether a woman's there for the right intentions or not. It's not hard to do that. You can tell. Like you can tell, like, oh, they're always asking you to buy things, or like they're expecting certain things out of you for you to buy them things.
It's
and stuff
so
like that.
easy
It's
to
super
identify.
easy. People are like so stuck up on this whole gold digger term, but they don't even like, number one,
They don't have gold to dig for.
you don't got no gold to dig
Yeah.
for, number one. Number two, when you're in the position, you will be able to tell.
Yeah.
You will be able to tell because the personality will show, and it's okay for women to want to be with a man that does well for himself. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to come with respect, appreciation, loyalty, support, all of these things that your partner's supposed to do for yourself. And of course, they're going to get rewarded for that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that happens. But when they can do all of that, be emotionally supportive and supportive of your goals and everything like that, like undying loyalty to you, then, that is what proves them to be more than just what a actual gold digger is, because they're actually providing value. And if they're serving your needs the way that all your needs are, then they're not a gold digger. Yeah. They're obviously there for the right intentions.
Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with a lady. Like, bro, like, let's go back in time. Even animals pick a mate based off what they can provide.
Yeah.
It's a fucking and I think
strongest in the
and pack. I think this like term of gold digger is getting spewed out more and more because I just genuinely think it's harder and harder to make money. It's harder for guys to get to that level. And it's just like, well, every girl wants. And but I will say, majority of the guys that are saying this shit are guys that don't have money.
Yeah, I've never really gotten a comment like that from somebody who's actually like done well for himself.
Our friend who's worth probably $250 to $300 million buys his wife this, and 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 this. Doesn't care.
And he's not thinking about, is she a gold digger?
Care.
He's like,
that's my brother's wife has like fucking every Cartier bracelet and every Van Cleef and this, and that. And they're happy as shit. Like I'll buy my chick whatever I can, and then fucking she's happy. She's fucking happy.
Yeah, God forbid you buy something for your wife and you're like, they call you a fucking simp for it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're spoiling your spouse. Fuck you. Like, who the hell you? Yeah, like, I'm happy, bitch. Like, leave me alone,
Exactly. You're the single motherfucker and broke.
Exactly. And it's always the single guys. It's always this that broke, single, don't have it, are the ones that are most concerned with the gold digger. I'll tell you this much. I like it. Like, I asked her a question, and I was like, would you ever be with me if I was shit broke or if things just completely failed? And she goes, yeah. What? And I said, well, why? She goes, because I know that you have it in you to make something happen.
Facts.
Right?
Yep.
So like that feeling, like she is with me because she knows I can provide. She knows I'll figure it out. Yep. She knows whatever the fuck happens. God forbid if fucking a bomb goes off on everything, all my fast food stores fucking light on fire, fucking everything just goes to shit. She knows I'll figure. Worst comes to worst, I'll go to Home Depot, buy a fucking lawn mower, and start going from house to fucking house. I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
because we're hustlers.
Exactly.
We're hustlers.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lady is attracted to.
You know what's funny is when going based off of that, the comments we'll get sometimes, or at least I've gotten sometimes, like, oh, well wait till you lose it all, she's gonna leave you or something like that. I'm like, bro, you have no idea. Because first off, number one, my wife knows what I'm capable of, and that even if I were to lose all exactly the same thing, I'll be able to build it back up. That's why she knows who I am. Yeah. Right? She knows what I'm capable of. Because when we first started dating, I wasn't a millionaire. I was doing pretty well for myself. I could stand on my 2 feet.
So when you guys first started dating, how much were you taking home?
I was making like $200K a year, right? That's pretty good, right? Nothing compared to
that's nothing compared to where you're at now.
Nothing compared to where I'm at now. Yeah. But we started dating like that. We were going to, when we went on trips, we were doing $200 a night Airbnbs, $100 a night Airbnbs. Like, we were going on a budget, like being conservative, and I was just working with what I got. No complaints. She never, ever, ever, ever has ever complained about any trip that we've done or how much I spent on her or anything like that. I just did the best I could at the time, right? And as the years went on, I continued to build my businesses over and over. I reached multiple 7 figures, and she was there that entire time. So she didn't catch me when I was broke, but she could tell I have potential. She could see it in me. And, I love that. I love that she knows what kind of person I can be, right? And so I'm never worried about what will happen to me, and she's never worried about losing anything, because if that day ever comes, God forbid if it ever comes, she's very confident that I'll be able to figure it out and pick us back up.
Well, not just that, but also what I think a lot of people don't realize is for most men who accumulate a large amount of success, it's not like this. It's like this and this and this and this and this and this, right? It's like a stock market graph. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you have your up, and then oh fuck, oh shit, and then you have this, right? And that's what happened to me. Like, my girl met me when I was probably making like $500,000. No, more. I was probably making like 600, 700 grand a year. I wasn't doing bad at all.
Yeah.
But obviously not like how I am now. And she was with me from the 600, 700K to wherever I'm at now. And through that journey, bro, I had this, and then I had boom, and I had this, and I had boom, then I had this, and every time I would fall or something bad would happen, or I mean, you know, in business, it's never smooth, right?
Yep.
And so every time something would happen, I would find her being my peace.
Yep.
Like that's
Same.
what made me fall in love with her. Is like there was one month. It was like the first month I ever made over 200,000, and then the following month I lost 120,000, and I just bought the SVJ. No. This was before that. No, this was the first. No, the first month I made 200 was December. I think I made like 300K that month, and then I had lost 120. And then I put 200 grand towards the SVJ. It was just so much shit.
It was a weird mix.
And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, you got this.
Yeah.
You know, she just had my back.
Yeah.
You know, and then I went up, and then some other shit happened. And then I went up, and just to have her there the entire time, like, fuck it. If she's there because I got some fucking bread, cool. But she had my back. That's all I give a fuck about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Didn't cause more problems when shit was hitting the fan.
Yep.
And you know you're able to bounce out of it.
Because I have been in a position where it's the complete opposite. I have been in a position where I'm getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning, going from one fast food spot, clocking in, and then doing that till like 1 or 2, and then going to the next fast food joint. Not coming home till 11 o'clock at night. My face is oily from being in the fryers. I'm tired. My feet were hurting. My calves are hurting. And then you come home to, you know, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something. You're just like, bro, I just worked all day. I need a break. I'm just trying to chill. You know, like, what the fuck, right? Versus now, like, I'll be out all day. I'm tired. And she'll be like, hey, let's all order some food, or let's watch something, or I'll tell, hey, I just need like 10 minutes to just decompress.
You know what? I'm fucking glad. You know this too, but you know, my wife is a homebody.
Yeah.
You know, like homebody all day long, and like that's in our case. I feel like it's just so like great because
it's funny. So my fiance is, and she's turned me into a homebody. You know me, bro. I've been out. I'm out. I used to be out 20 cruising, driving. Where any time of the day you could call me, I'm outside.
Yeah.
Doing what? Fuck all. I don't know. I'm just out.
Wilderness, bro.
Just doing something. Right now, I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Fucking domesticated.
I'm fucking get you domesticated.
Damn! Shout out this man over here. You did your thing, huh? That's so. She's like, smart.
I'm fucking domesticated, bro. She domesticated. Yeah, but you know, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's super, super nice.
You know, and it's nice to be home with a partner that you enjoy being home with.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a huge factor too. Is like having someone who's so sweet and kind and nice, and you enjoy their presence.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you like when we're out all the time, bro. I'm like ready to go home.
Yeah.
I'm always ready to go home early because I just want to be with my wife, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to chill with her because I love just being around her.
Yeah.
You know, and we just enjoy each other's presence. So, you know, and I think when it comes to, you know, finding a partner like that, man, it takes a lot of getting to know that person and understanding that person for you to feel that comfort level and feel that love to where you just want to be with that person all the time, right? So much of that you got to knock out.
You know, and it's so bizarre because I've never, ever have I ever had that.
Yeah.
I've never had that partner where I want to, like, I'm craving to just hang out with you. Like nothing else. Nothing, no fucking spicy shit. Just want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
I just want to be with you. Like when she has to go back to SAC, I get sad. I mean, no, fucking, like, yeah, I hate it. Like, yeah.
I feel you. Fuck, I'm glad those days are over. Fuck.
Should I get a prenup is what this person's asking.
If you have, like, assets and you are really well established, then yes. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. If you're with somebody that, you know, you've been with since, like, you've literally had nothing, then it doesn't really make sense to do it at that point because, like, you you guys built something together at that point, right? But for people who are more established, yes, I think having a prenup is important. But people don't understand a prenup benefits both sides. It's a decision you guys make together rather than letting the government decide how it runs. And it's like dictating what's fair for the both of you guys. And it's a conversation really you guys have. It can be a tough conversation. It's definitely going to be a tough conversation for most people, but you have to you have to be brutally honest with each other. And I think it's actually an important test in the relationship for you guys to figure out, where you guys are going to be at that point. Like, are you guys going to work it out, or are you guys going to crumble at that point? Are you guys going to come to some kind of compromise, or are you going to fold?
I think no matter what you are, I don't care if you're a fast food employee, I don't care if you own whatever, you should always have a prenup because you're leaving it up to the state to decide for you. You are leaving it up to some fucking random laws that they've made to dictate what happens. God forbid you split. Why not? Again, you could be a fucking bajillionaire or not have shit. Regardless, you should have an agreement between you two. If God forbid, if something happens, what are we gonna do? Versus allowing Judge Judy to fucking say shit.
Yeah. Also, laws change all the damn time, so you don't really know what's gonna happen. You might be okay with the laws here, but if something happens in 5 years, something like that, you're like, what the hell? Like,
especially the girls who get so mad at that question, like they're so immature.
But they don't understand it.
They just don't know
understanding of it. They think that it's like, oh, I'm being taken advantage of, but it's not. That's not really.
You know what, my girl? So the very, 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 very first conversation I ever had, in the first talk we ever had, I asked her, would you sign a prenup? And she told me verbatim, I would not marry you without one. I was like, damn, this girl's not, she's not stupid. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because most girls are like, well, why? How? You don't trust me? Motherfucker, it's not about trust. It has nothing to do with trust. No. There's nothing to it's just, why the fuck are we going to let some random ass judge tell us what to do? Yeah. Versus it should be between us.
In worst case scenario, you have to be able to distinguish what happens between two of you instead of letting the government decide for you guys. And so it's always just for worst case, and it's not betting that it's going to happen or anything like that. It's just,
oh my God, I've heard that so many times. I've heard so many, you're just assuming we're going to split up.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Like, you have insurance, God forbid. You don't think you're going to crash, but you have insurance. You don't think your house is going to catch on fire, but you have insurance. You don't think you're going to die, but you have life insurance. Exactly. I mean, the list goes on. This is an insurance not only for you, but your partner too. Yeah. But some people just don't get it.
Yeah, and you both get to lawyer up too. So it's like you both see what you guys are bringing to the table.
I mean, personally, I think getting married in the government is just stupid. Yeah. Like, why should they have a say in what happens?
I don't even know why that's even a fucking thing, to be honest. Yeah, there shouldn't be any.
Like, it should be between you and Saul. But the problem is there are people out there that would take advantage of it, right? And there are people out there, which I've experienced that, and I've seen others experience it too, whether it's a guy and a girl and a guy, but they're like, divorce is not pretty, and well, it's okay, it's okay, you can have it, like that. Yeah. So yeah,
brutal. Okay, what's something that you do with your partner together to maintain enough time for each other?
I think I'm still figuring that out. Yeah, I think I'm still trying to figure out, because I think because we're not married yet, we haven't gone to spend like a large chunk of time together to where, and I also think I'm just preparing for so much that
you guys are still technically long distance.
Yes. Right. And soon that won't be the case, but like I just feel like I've been on fire for the last year, like seeing this coming, and I wanted to set myself up and prepare myself. So I've honestly been on fucking work mode. I've been on grind time, and like I'm not really putting a lot of like dating time and spending time is not really at the forefront of my mind right now. Especially because like the fact is so she's the sole provider for her home. Like kudos to her. Like she got a job. She got a degree, got a job, and it's just her and her mom and her sister, and so she's the one providing, right? And so I don't want her to have a job, and not saying that she can't work, but I would prefer that you don't work because I don't want to deal with fucking you being upset because your boss said something or this said something, right? I don't need that shit. Right? I will work harder for you to not have a job and pay you the cash that you would fucking need so I can have a nice soft
Yeah,
wife.
go lucky wife.
Yeah, I just want her getting her fucking hair done and nails done and
Yep.
driving her car down Pacific Coast Highway and her and
hanging out with her friends.
Yeah, her and your girl go out and have fun. Go out. I don't want like, oh my god, I have this thing due at 5, and my boss is on my ass, and then like I'm like, oh, I just got done. Like I want to fucking chill and like whatever problems you have, we don't need this.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to work, is different, but don't work because like you yeah, like yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been really hustling. So in terms of like saving or like putting in time, I will say this: there is one thing that I do try my best to do, and that is when we spend time, I try my best. I try my best to be present.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like for example, whenever me and her go out to eat, my phone goes upside down and to her. That's it. Because it's, you know, it just shit just goes off all fucking day, all day. I'm getting phone calls and text messages, phone calls and texts. And so it's like when I'm out with her to eat for that 1 hour, like my phone is upside down, and I told her if it's not my brother or my mom or my dad or Miguel, I don't fucking care. You know?
Yep. Yeah. I think that it was actually important aspect was when we had a long distance relationship, that it did help a lot with our individuality and our lives, and it allowed me to work a lot more during that time. So I like what you're going through was like what I went through like 2 years ago essentially. Like that was all grind mode, and it helped because like when we were away from each other, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, right? And I could just go on like sprints and then breaks, sprints and then breaks, right? So our long distance relationship actually really helped during that time. And now that when we got engaged, we started living together, we started to form like kind of like our routine, and for the most part, basically my weekends are with her essentially. Like during the week, she leaves me alone, she lets me do our thing. Like I just handle what I gotta handle, but the weekends we'll make time for each other. And I made this very, very clear to my wife when we first started dating. It's like, I don't care how busy I get, I will always make time for you. I always reassured her. So just that prompts her knowing like I will be a busy man, but that doesn't mean I'm going to dismiss you. I will make time for you. You just have to understand when it's going to be. And so, you know, nowadays, I mean, me and Michelle, I mean, we like to go out to dinners together.
I adore you guys. I think your relationship and the way the both of you handle each other, I think is it's awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you, honestly.
Appreciate that, man.
Like the way you treat her, the way she treats you. I genuinely think that more men should look at that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't know, like they don't see that side, which
I mean, I see
it's not
so
their business. My between our close friends and everything like that, we understand each other's relationship and the dynamic and everything like that. But most people only see like surface levels. They don't.
Which is so funny to me because seeing some of the just seeing some of the dumb things, like people just don't know, like
they don't know
your girl.
Yeah, they literally do not know. They only see like literally 1 minute clips of her or whatever, and they make the assumption, but they don't know.
But she's so sweet to you.
Yeah, she's
so
like,
sweet to you.
What I love about my wife, she's like literally like, it's actually it's funny for me because it's like it's fuck everybody else except for me.
That's good.
I'm good with.
That's
like,
awesome.
That's exactly what I need. Like I don't care who like is.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, be nice to.
You know?
I don't need you to be nice to everybody. Be nice to me.
Hey, I love it. I've my girl same. I mean, she's a lot more what's the word, tame.
Yeah.
But same shit. Like fucking like.
There's no need for to have the time of day to anybody else except for me.
Yeah, well, you need to be nice to everybody. No, the fuck you don't.
And my wife prioritizes me. Like she has undying loyalty, has me as a priority, and I see it, I feel it, and I'm like,
Isn't it crazy to think Like, bro, there was a point in my life, dog. Like, I didn't even want to look at a girl.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't,
remember that point. Yeah,
bro. I was like, dude, I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care who she is. I was like,
women,
fuck them all,
fuck
bro. I
all
was like, I don't
women.
give a shit. I just
Yeah.
want to work. I want my SVJ, and I'm done, bro. Like, I don't care, And like, and fast forward, here I am now. Like, oh, I love my girl,
Domesticated,
Yeah,
bro. Homie's domesticated.
But I think that just goes to show that, like,
The
you
right
really,
girl.
yeah, the right girl, the right girl.
Straight
Well,
up.
sorry, the right girl, and I also worked on myself so much.
Yeah,
I worked on myself. But I've changed as a man, bro, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Like, for example, bro, and I got to give a lot of credit to her. It's like whenever there's a problem, the first thing is not a problem. Whenever there is a something that might have upset her, my girl will come up to me and say, "Hey, there's something I want to talk to you about." Deep inside, I'm going, "Fuck," right? On the outside, I'm like, "Yeah, no problem," right? And because I'm a firecracker, dog. Like, I got a fire inside of me about everything, And so, but what I'm doing differently now this time is when she brings a problem up to me, I'm not thinking, how am I going to be right? And just that one thing that I just changed in my head, I sit there and I go, okay, she has a problem. I love her and I want her to be happy.
Yeah.
So what the fuck am I going to do to fix this problem?
Yep.
Versus she may not like me. I could have not, or I said something not right or whatever. I did something not cool. And then well, I'm the fucking man. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Right.
Yeah.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
It's hard to really switch that mindset, especially in the moment, but it helps so much when you think about, like, you know what, my woman is coming to me about this because she actually cares about us.
Exactly.
She cares about me. She cares about our relationship.
Yep.
It bothers her because she wants this relationship to work. If she didn't give a fuck, bro, she wouldn't be causing, she wouldn't be coming to you with these issues at all, because she'd be like, fuck this guy. I don't, this is not worth it. But because of there's so much care and emotion involved, it's gonna bother them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like our job to be able to perceive that. And I will admit, it's fucking hard to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to be able to, like, be like, no, I'm right because this makes sense. But it's like, let's take it back a notch and say, like, let's figure out why this is hurting you, and so I can be there for you.
Yeah, you're completely right. But I think that can only happen with a girl that talks to you with respect.
Absolutely.
Right? If she came up to me and went, "You fucking did this, I'd be like, "The fuck?"
Yeah.
Right? But because she approaches me in such a sweet way, I have no other choice but to just fucking, what's the right word, like de-escalate. Yeah, like de-escalate, or like just deflate. Like, all right, like, how do I solve this?
I think that's another big thing that me and my wife did when we first started dating. We made it a boundary, like, whatever problems we have, we're going to talk to each other civilized. We're not going to be, calling each other names and going off the rails. Even with cussing, like, I understand cussing can be expressive, but we're very, like, strict on, like, don't even try to cuss at me, like, no matter what. Like, every now and then,
that was kind of a challenge for me, because my
potty mouth.
Well, that's just my vocabulary since forever, since like 13 years old. When I fucking learned about the word fuck, that shit just stayed in my tongue, dude. And so there's in the very beginning of our relationship, I just curse as is. I don't know why. It's just how I fucking speak, right? Yeah. Now, when we're upset, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, blah, 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 right? But like, that's just how I talk. So it like took her like a little bit of time to see, like, I'm not cursing at you. I'm not. It's just how I talk.
Yes.
But then me and her have the same exact thing is we do not curse. I think we've only had one major fight. Yeah. Where she called me. I don't forget what she said. It was so funny. Like now that I look back at it, she said some fucking mean shit. But I think that was the only time where we ever like said anything bad. But after that, like, nothing.
Usually usually you guys catch it pretty well.
Yeah.
Like every now and then, it's kind of like, not every now and then, but like once in a very, like, if it's a really, really bad one, then maybe it might slip out and you kind of give them a pass. Yeah. But generally, you don't let it.
I have a habit of when someone says something really dumb, I go, shut up. but like I'm not actually telling him to shut
Yeah.
to like shut up, right? And so I remember I said that once. I was like, "Oh, shut up, dude." And she's like, "What? Did you tell me to shut up?" I was like, "No, I didn't tell you to shut up."
Yeah.
She's like, "But you just said." I was like, "No, but I don't actually mean to shut up." She's like, "Well, how the fuck?" I was like, "Oh God, fuck me, dude."
Yeah,
Literally.
you booby trapped yourself.
I
there.
know,
That's fucked.
but dude, I just, like how right now, like sometimes it feels surreal to be in the financial position that I'm in. Um, it also feels surreal to be in the relationship that I'm into.
Yeah.
Is it because like because I see other people now. I'm like, yeah, that's oh fuck, I can never have that. I can fuck that. If my girl ever talked to
Yeah.
me like that, fuck, I'd fucking
Yeah.
kill me.
Yeah.
And then I see her, and I was like, oh, she's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think that's another thing that some girls don't get, that with the provider dude, typically, the more loving you are, the more sweet you are, the more caring you are, they want to do more.
Yep. The more appreciating, like a gratefulness you feel,
Yes.
or you're giving out to them, like
You
it
want to
helps.
give more.
Yeah, you want to give
Fuck
more.
this gold digger shit. You
Yeah.
want to do more.
Yep.
Bro, like for example, for my nikah, for those of you guys who don't know, nikah is the religious part of Muslim person's like the how do you say it? Like the fucking like it's like when you guys go to the church,
Yeah.
right?
Like your
You get
ceremony.
religiously married first, and then after that you have all of those things. So typically it costs like $5,000, I think, maybe 6 or 7. But she's so kind and she's so sweet that every little add-on that she wanted to add, I just okay, and then like now it's not $5,000. I'll tell you that much for sure. But like, and I don't mind it, because it's like it makes her happy.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
like I'm spending a fucking full blown nice car on this shit, and fuck it, like it makes her happy.
Yeah.
But I want to do that because of how she treats me.
Yep.
Some girls
Absolutely.
don't comprehend that like, but I will say this too though. There are some men that they just have this like, okay, what's your opinion on this mentality? I'm the man. Whatever I say goes.
I feel like I think men should have a stronger voice in the relationship,
Yes.
and we should be leading the relationship, and our word should be taken seriously,
Mm-hmm.
taken with respect.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't hear out what your partner has to say and
Yep.
take that into account.
Yep.
So it's more complex than I'm the man and whatever I say goes. Sometimes though, as a man, you have to have the final word,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, because typically you should know best for what is the case of whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
Right. If you're, I would assume you're a good guy and you know what you're doing, right? But sometimes the women, a woman needs to be able to respect the final decision, and not just be okay with it, but like trust it. Let your man make the decisions and trust the process. And then if it ends up being the wrong decision, okay, figure it out. You fucked up. Now you have to take accountability for it and route right back.
How can a man establish trust with his wife or fiance or whatever?
I think it comes down to a lot of action. You have to be able to be a man that has already said a lot of things and you follow through with a lot of things, right? So if you said like, I'm going to be doing this for us, you do it. Or I'm going to be doing this for you and you do it, right? I'm going to be doing this for myself and you do it, right? And so accountability is huge. And so if you're a man who has a good, healthy track record of it, it's pretty easy for your woman to follow through and trust you with that. So I don't have any problems with that.
How many times have I heard someone, oh, this chick is crazy, that chick is crazy, and then you start to kind of like dive deep, and you're like, motherfucker, you made her crazy.
Yeah,
you were out. You were out till 11 o'clock at night, not picking up your phone, locations turned off, and then you're calling her crazy. If she did the same shit, you'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep. Exactly.
Right? Like, you need to make your girl, your actions need to allow her to trust you. Facts. And trust your decisions. Facts. Right? Like where they go, oh, she's crazy. Bro, like everything you're doing is making her go crazy.
If you want a woman to have that submissive type of personality with you and actually listen to what you have to say, you have to be a man that has that level of respect that's earned already. Like you have to be a man that shows up for himself
Bars.
and shows up for your woman,
Bars.
right? Otherwise, then of course she's gonna not trust you. Of course she's gonna be more masculine or not listen to what you have to say, more combative, because you're not doing the right thing, and it's your job to do the right thing.
Bars, bro. Speaking of masculine, so my girl was the provider. There ain't nothing more fucking masculine than that.
Yep.
Right? She went to work and provided for her whole family.
Yep.
She was the man of the fucking house. So then now here comes me meeting her, who's never seen that in his life ever. My mom don't do shit. My mom goes to fucking Costco and fucking Kohl's. My mom can't even pay a fucking electric bill. Like my dad has handled everything, right? No matter how much cash, high, low, whatever, my mom can't do shit. All she knows how to do is fucking cook some damn food and spend some money and yell at my dad, right? And then here I come. And I meet this girl who's like the man of the house almost. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I had to slowly chip away at that slowly. Like she's quitting her job. And for her, that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And that's a big responsibility on me now.
Yep.
Right. And I had to slowly masculinize.
Yeah.
However the fuck I have to say
Get
that.
her out of that energy.
Yeah. And like, you're I got it.
Yeah.
Shit happens, I got it. Whether it happens, don't worry, I'll figure it out. You know, like it's okay. But I could only do that by showing her, like, I got your back. I got it. Don't worry. You know, and by actually doing those things.
Yeah, because then like, what experience does she have beforehand?
Yeah,
like she has nothing to prove to her that like you're gonna be that type of person until you consistently do the things you say you're gonna do and actually allow her to be like chill, like. Okay, he's about it.
What's your opinion on guys and girls saying that they shouldn't be doing husband stuff or wife stuff before a ring? Because I have my own view.
I think it's I think it's very short-sighted.
Yep.
That's my opinion. You're
God,
very.
This
very
is why we're like this.
Yeah,
we see shit the same way.
We get it, bro. It's short-sighted because you're not giving the right perception about what
you are,
what kind of person you are. You're not giving the right perception about what the future is going to look like. Now there is the caveat to that. There is love bombing where like dudes will like be perfect and put their foot forward, but once they get them, they pull back. That is a real thing. So that is dangerous for sure. But both sides should be able to kind of, evenly, show their best foot forward as much as they can. So like you should, as a woman, you should be trying to do like wifely things, like cook for him, be there for him, maybe do his laundry, show him what kind of person you are,
because
so that he can respond to that.
Because there's girls like, I wouldn't cook for him. He hasn't put a fucking ring on me. It's like,
no sense.
How is he supposed to know?
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Right.
How is the girl supposed to know that you're gonna be a loyal dude, a nice husband that's not gonna be out doing this, if from the beginning you've been nothing but a piece of shit? See, what I did was from the get-go, from the beginning, like, didn't waste a second. I introduced her immediately to like my friends and then my brother and then my sister, and then like I did everything in my power for her to see like I'm not some Orange County fuck boy that's like trying to like have fun and have you fly out here, this and that. Like that's not me. So I did everything in my power to show her like I'm serious.
Yeah, same.
Versus there's other guys, well, I'll see you in slow fuck. Listen, bro, if you're either about it or you're not.
Yeah,
that's simple.
Absolutely.
And I think, and there's so many like girls, bro, that like they'll wait like 6 months to a year of just seeing dumb shit, expecting something to change.
Well, here's the thing is like, I feel like a lot of people don't have that communication in the get-go, so they don't know what to expect. So like,
like they don't set the standard.
They don't set the standard. So like, when I mentioned this in the video before, like when me and Michelle first met each other, we were spending hours on the phone, and I find most relationships that are doing pretty well, they do that. They spend so much time in the beginning getting to know each other about the real things that matter. What do you expect out of the relationship? What are your boundaries? What besides the things you like, but the actual most important things about this relationship that are important to you and what you expect me to do and what you need to do as well. And if you can lay that out first, then it's easier to cross that boundary of like, okay, I'm doing this and this and this, and I don't need to think about, oh, I'm not married yet or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, same thing here, bro. First conversation I had with my lady was 5 hours long, 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. And when I tell you, I did not want, because to me, she's fucking gorgeous.
yeah.
And so I was like, bro, I'm gonna get my heart broke on this one. I don't want to lose. So let me just ask it now, and if it's not cool, then it's not cool, right? Like I don't want to be like,
Band-Aid,
yeah. So I just from the get go, I was like, what about kids and faith and this and that and blah 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 blah, just everything. I just fucking dropped it, like.
Same.
And she was like, "Oh fuck, dude!" Like
yeah. I don't know if you got the same vibe, if it was intimidating or not. If that was like intimidating when you got all that questions, but for Michelle, it was for sure. It was like intimidating for her to. Okay, thoughts on the dating scene now? Is it harder now due to social media?
Bro, oh my god, yes. She was saying this. She was saying that, and she hit the nail on the head. She was, it's so easy for people to just go to the next person.
Yep.
Like no one wants to sit and fix things or solve things or like work through shit.
People ghost a lot.
They ghost. There's like, and it's because it's so easy to find somebody else.
Yeah.
Right. It's so, like now more than ever, you have a billion fucking apps.
Yep.
IG itself is its own little fucking app.
Yeah.
Right. Like back in 2004, 2005, they didn't have that shit. If you found someone that was pretty and beautiful, it was nice, whatever, like you would shut the fuck up and figure it out.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't need to wander and figure out.
No, but now, like, you pull out your phone, like bro, like, I have it pinned on my TikTok of where I propose to her. Same. Girls still will like my shit and be, I mean, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do you not see? Like, aren't you supposed to be a fucking girl's girl or some fucking shit, right? Yep. And now you see another girl sitting beside me, and like, now imagine if I was a piece of shit, right? That's why guys, they're just the next and the next, the next, the next, right?
I think to sum it all up for what like 2025 dating is like, I think I completely agree with you. People don't stick long enough to work things out, and it's just too easy to move on to the next thing for them. So they don't have like the attention span to work it out, and they just want the next dopamine hit of somebody else. And so I think social media definitely ruined it that way because there's no effort at this point.
Yeah, and I think it's hard finding serious people.
Yeah,
I'm here, and I hear that more from girls than guys. That's harder for women to find serious men.
Yeah,
and they're all trying to fuck around, do dumb shit, lie about what they do, lie about who they are. Have another chick, and it's like, dog, like, and some dudes are just dogs, and that's cool, bro. Like, that's you, but then don't promise a girl the world, the stars, and the fucking moon. Like, be set clear. The expectation that, hey, I'm not trying to, like,
be serious.
Do anything. Versus, like, there's someone that me and you know that, like, every girl he talks to, it's like, here's the world, and then it's like 3 months later, like, peace, and then, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, why are you doing that,
Yeah, but, it doesn't have to be difficult, It doesn't have to be because, for you guys, we got something coming up where we're going to be able to help you guys actually filter through all that bullshit and actually meet with people that are in line with what you want and match you up with the right people. So that's
no BS, no games, no, I wonder if they're serious. I wonder if this is who they actually are. What if it's a catfish? None of that. Yep. So that's coming out soon. Ooh, I like this one. Does a happy wife equal a happy life? Or does a happy life equal a happy wife?
Ooh, I think a happy life.
I was going to say the same thing.
Equals a happy wife.
Yes.
Because
if life is good, then you're good.
Yeah, you guys are all good.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
But if just she's good, life can still be like fucking shit.
Yeah.
you know?
It's not to say like you shouldn't make your wife happy. I think that's the whole point.
But I think it's a byproduct of it. Like if your life is going good, your finances are good, your health is good,
Yep.
you have healthy relationships with friends and family,
Yep.
then it's easier to keep a happy
Oh,
wife.
absolutely. I
But
think
if you
so.
put all your focus into your wife to make her happy,
everything
you-
else might crumble for you.
exactly. Like
Right.
you're putting everything there, but you're not putting your attention on, and which it's harder to have a happy life
Yep.
than it is to have just a happy wife.
Yeah, and I think especially as people who are really passionate about their work and their business, it can be difficult to figure out the priorities of like, oh, my relationship, my woman, and my business. For me, I made it very, very clear, you know, my businesses are always gonna be number one. That's always
Mhm.
going to be my priority because, like or not, it puts food on our table and it gives us the life that we want.
Yep.
So if you want that and you like that lifestyle and you enjoy having that with us, the business has to come first.
Yeah.
And then you, which is still very, very high up in the priority list.
But I think there's some guys that they say that and they stand by, but there's also something more to it too. Is the business comes first, but when you're free, then that time goes to her.
Exactly. That's the next step in line.
It's
right there.
it's fucking right after.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
sometimes it goes, well, business comes first, and then after, oh, I got to go to the gym. I have to go to the gym. I have to go see this. I have to do that. No, you give that all your time. She's right after.
Right.
Like, what was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, the day before that. I was doing something all day, and then as soon as I got done, I said, okay, I'm done. Now it's just me and you.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, like after this, like we're,
I'm going out on a.
you guys are going
date.
on a date after this, right? And or we could have just been like all hang out with our friends.
Yeah.
afterwards, But you're going out on a date with her.
Mhm.
Same thing. I could go out with you guys, and we can just call it like a group out with the
Mhm.
guys. But I'm gonna go straight home
Yeah.
right after this to my wife and make sure I spend time with her.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been gone out all day.
Yeah.
So it is important for women to realize like it's not a bad thing if your man prioritizes the business because that is what's going to give you guys the right results.
Mhm.
But understand the time right after is to you. You're next in line for priority. And
Yeah.
so as far as people goes, your priority.
Yeah.
But as far as,
Life.
things goes, the work has to come first.
Yeah.
That's the reality that we live in. And blessed that we both have partners that get that and understand that.
Amen. Someone asked me right here, it says, how to tell your brown parents about your future wife. Now, you don't know how this shit goes, but you might or might not know, but for Pakistani, Indian, Punjabi parents, they always want to pick your wife or they want to have their say in it, right?
Mhm.
Listen, if you know that you're going to propose to this chick, if you know that this is the girl that you want to be with, then commit. And don't be afraid. Like, go tell your mom and dad, hey, look, I like this girl. I'm going to propose to her, and this is her. What a lot of guys will do, and girls, but especially guys, oh, my mom said I cannot do it. I cannot be. Motherfucker, you're talking about a life decision here.
Yep.
This is who you're going to. One day, your parents will not be here.
Mm-hmm.
You will live with the decisions that you have made. And if you go based off the decisions that your parents have made for you, one day they're not going to be here and you'll still be with that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So you're better off doing whatever you want, but also understand if for some reason it goes south, then that's on you.
Yeah.
Right? So many guys, especially in my culture, it's like they need mommy, daddy, what do you think? Like, they're so babied and they like, like I found her and I saw it. I say, hey, mom. She was like, damn, she's pretty. That was it.
Yep.
Whatever else I did after that, that was on me.
Yeah.
Whether if my mom said anything bad, which thank God no, they love her. But if they were to say no, I was like, well, that's cool, but that's my decision.
Yeah. I think generally Asian parents just want to have some kind of role
Bro.
in like the decisions of
Bro.
who your life partner is going to be and everything.
Or just anything.
anything. In
Brown
general.
parents, they
God.
have to fucking they want to just get in there.
Yeah.
Want to get in there, like dude, like my
Insert
whole
themselves.
nikah. I've hired a planner, so she's planning everything. My girl's doing her thing. I don't even know half the shit that's fucking happening, right?
Yeah.
And my mom was like, you haven't really asked me my opinion. I'm like, Mom, I don't even give a fuck. I just want her to be happy. It's her fucking day. Like obviously it's our day, but in the grand, like if this was just done at the mosque, I would have been happy. If it's done here, however she has it, cool. I don't care. I just want her to be happy. There's so many brown dudes that let their parents just interject
Control
into their
everything.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's also like
It's
brown.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard though, you know, because like you respect your parents,
Yep.
you love your parents and everything like that, but you have to like stand on your own 2 feet.
But there's a difference. There's a difference between respect and overstepping,
facts.
right?
Yep.
Like your parents can tell you anything. That is your mom and that is your dad. They have the full right to say whatever they want to say to you. How you choose to respond is on you,
Absolutely.
right? Telling your mom or dad no is not disrespect. It's how you say no.
That's right.
If you throw a fucking shit fit and you're over there, socking walls and I can't believe you, right? But listen, I tell my mom and dad no more than probably any brown kid ever does. But I don't fucking start World War III.
Yeah.
I just go, Mom, Dad, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But that, I don't want to do that. And my mom, oh yeah, she's a firecracker. She'll lose her. She'll fight. She'll be like, you bastard, you fucking dog, you bitch. She'll call me all this, everything under the sun. I was like, all right, dude. All right. I just sit there, right? But you become disrespectful when you become rude, when you speak loudly, when you say bad fucking things. As a son, I mean, me and you go through the same thing. Our moms are fucking firecrackers, right? Yeah. And so my mom will, she'll say something to me. I'm just like, what the fuck are you? What?
Mm-hmm.
And I just choose to be like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Like the other day, my mom said something to me, and she's like, I don't care what you say, this is gonna happen. And I was like, well, Mom, I have you know, I've set up this, where it's not gonna happen.
Yep.
And she lost her shit. And then I felt bad. I called the sheikh, and I'm like, yo, sheikh, this is what's happening.
Yep.
Am I being a disrespectful son? He goes, absolutely not. He goes, absolutely. That's all right, cool. As long as when I die, I won't get tried for that in front of God, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
She can be mad. Having a parent that's upset because you're doing something that they don't like is not disrespect.
100%.
I don't know who needs to hear this. Brown parents will manipulate the shit out of you. I moved here from Pakistan or Cambodia or China or whatever to give you this life and this, and that. And you can't even give me this? Motherfucker, you moved here because you wanted to get out of the fucking shithole too.
Straight up. What that got to do with me?
Yeah, like what? Like, okay. Or, oh God, which thank God my parents don't say this to me. But other parents will tell their kids, I put a roof over your head. I fed you. You decided to have sex.
Yep.
You decided to have a kid. That is your job. If me and my wife have a child, it is my fucking responsibility to raise that kid and give him a fucking
birth me.
Yeah. Yeah, that is your job.
Yep.
Just like it's my job to provide for my wife, it would be my job to provide for my child. You didn't do me anything fucking extra.
Yeah.
You didn't do me a favor by taking care of me.
Thanks for the bare minimum.
Which again, that's not my mom and dad. Other parents say this, but and I want to make that abundantly clear. Not my mom and dad, but other parents who say it is such a dumb thing to say.
It is really bad. Makes
That's
no accountability.
Yeah, that's like your boss going like I pay you. You're supposed to fucking pay me.
Yeah. You hired me.
Yeah, like you had it. Like you had a child. Like that's what comes with having a fucking kid.
Yep.
I can go for days and days about fucking parents and you know how many guys fucking DM, bro, I wanna drop out of school, but my parents, either you fucking do it or you fucking don't.
Yeah, literally, just make your own decisions.
Literally,
you can get input, but at the end of the day, your final word and decision needs to be on you.
I dropped out of high school. Yeah. You dropped out of college, right?
Yep.
And
I didn't ask them.
Yeah, same.
I just fucking did it.
I just did it, and they were livid. My parents were so mad, but at that point, I was like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Right. And then at that time, if God forbid, if things did not turn out the way that they did now, I couldn't go to them and, well, you know, like now then they would have been said, well, we told you.
Yeah.
Right. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's on you.
It's you. This is slightly off topic, but like if people don't give themselves enough credit about how much decision they actually have. At the end of the day, you can do whatever the fuck you want to
Yep.
do. It is your life. Good shit.
Yep. Yep. You.
It's literally your life. You can make a decision and do whatever you want. You will.
Yeah.
You're a grown ass person. I'm assuming you're a grown ass person, but you will live with the consequences of your decisions,
Yep.
whether they're good or bad. But you have free will to do whatever you want. You could be a teenager. You could literally leave without any question.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Right?
Yeah.
Free will.
You know what it reminds me of is when you were in like school, 7th grade. I mean, I don't know. You're Asian, so you're probably like a good student and shit. But yeah, but like me, you know, when we're in school and like 3rd grade or 4th grade, and you get in trouble, and your teacher gives you like a pink slip or
Yeah.
something, and you're like, oh my, the world's ending.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god, I gotta go home, and my parents are gonna kill me, right? Blah blah. When us now look at my niece and she gets a pink slip, we're laughing about it,
Yeah.
right? But to her, the world is ending.
Yeah.
So now in the position that we're in now, when there's other guys that are 21, 22, 24, 30, whatever, like we've already done that. I'm saying like it's okay to make your own fucking decisions.
Every decision
man.
seems like it's life ending.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like, oh, my parents gonna be so upset. Okay. All right, dude. Like
Okay.
either you want or you don't, bro. Like I don't know like what else to say. You know?
I have one more question on my end.
Go for it.
What are some boundaries that you set, and how did it work in the long term?
What are some boundaries that I set and how did it work in the long term? I don't think I really set any boundaries.
You don't know your boundaries?
I'm a very boundaryless man. I think the only boundary I set, like real boundary, was work. Just let me do my thing. Just don't interfere with work.
Yeah.
Like if I gotta go do something, just homie, just let me do it. Like please don't give me shit
Yeah.
for it. You know, that's really it, honestly. Besides that, I'm not really about. You know, there's some guys out there that are very boundary men. You know,
You should be
Which is-
aware.
which is cool, yeah.
No, because that way it warns them, not warns, but prepares your partner for what is.
I'll tell you one thing.
What?
My mom.
Mm.
Very beginning, one thing that I said was like, my mom is my mom, and I will never tell you to never speak to your mom, and I never want you to ever tell me that I can't talk to my mom.
Yeah.
I've experienced certain things like that before, and for me that'll be a huge no-no. But what I expect from you is what I expect from me. If my mom wants to come over and spend the night from time to time, cool. If your mom wants to come over and spend the night for a week or two, I don't give a fuck. And I've openly told her, like, if your mom, like, if let's say, for example, we get married and your mom's like, I miss her, and she wants to stay at our house for a month, I don't give a shit. That is your mother.
Mm-hmm.
That is one person. Your mom and your dad are two people you cannot replace ever.
Yep.
And I'll never, ever, 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 ever get in between that. Please don't ever get in between me and my mom.
Yeah.
That's it. Same thing. But again, what I expect from her is what I expect from me. What I expect from me is what I expect from her. I think a huge problem is, especially in the brown community, is the guys expect that from the girls.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't expect the same for them, right?
Yeah, it's like a double standard.
It's
type.
huge double fucking
Huge
standard.
double standard.
Huge double standard.
I agree. I think our boundary. I mean, we mentioned it before. We already talked about that. This is the whole like communication and how we communicate when we are at disagreements.
Mhm.
It's how we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we've done a really, really good job, and that's why we've been together for years now, because we've been successfully been able to communicate properly without, heavily disrespecting each other in some way. But that was a big boundary, because I came from a very toxic relationship beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
There was a ton of cussing and a lot
Really?
of manipulation. Yeah, like really, really bad stuff.
Our lives are so similar.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So me and Pac have like, there's so many times like we'll like talk about certain things, and he's like, dude, I went to the same thing. Oh my dude, I went to the same thing. Like the thing we have the most in common is our moms.
Yeah,
Our moms are both just firecracker ladies.
fucking psychos. Straight up.
I hope my mom sees this. She's gonna
I
throw
hope
the
my mom sees
fucking
that shit too.
TV remote at the TV, bro. My mom, I love my mom. Here's the thing for me, my mom is like pit bull, right? Like if anybody fucks with me, my mom will tear him up.
Yeah.
But she's sometimes the people that'll attack me too.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
friendly fire
yeah,
back,
friendly
bro.
fire,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I didn't even do anything, you know,
Yeah.
or like I think a thing that my mom does a lot is she sets like these unrealistic expectations,
Yeah.
or she has expectations that are unsaid.
Yeah.
And like I was supposed to do something that I didn't do, but she didn't tell me. I'm how the fuck am I supposed to know this?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Or like she'll like want me to say something. She'll want me to offer certain things. And I'm very like, listen, you're my mom. Everything I have is for you.
Yep.
Not for you, but you have access to.
Mhm.
If you need something, just fucking say it. Don't play this like games and shit. And my dad, oh my God, my dad. How many times have I told my dad, don't fucking ask me, tell me. Don't ask me whatever you need, just say it. Hey son, I need this. Cool, done, boom. No questions asked.
Yep.
My dad will call me, hey son, which again, I appreciate the love and I get it, but you're my father.
Yeah.
You're my dad. You're not my friend, my brother, my uncle. You are my dad.
Mhm.
I'll do anything for you. And my dad, I mean, you've met him. Is such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hey son, what do you think of? I'm like, Dad, just please don't ask me this. Just what do you need done? And I will get it done for you. Done.
Yeah.
Like I want you to feel like you have a soldier just there to
Ready to go.
just boom. You
Yep.
know. Answer this one. It says 23-year-old Pakistani guy, live in a rural town. I don't want an arranged marriage in Pakistan. Help. If I help.
Oh my God, we need to like.
He doesn't want to arrange marriage.
We need to send him like a helicopter and fucking excavate him out.
Well, he lives in America.
Ah.
So rural town in America.
Got it.
Go find a white girl, bro, and call it a day.
Yup.
Convert her, have her say Shadun la ilaha illallah, Shadun
Boom.
Muhammadan Abdul Rasulullah. There you
go.
go. It's kind of like the same one, but relationship advice, nuances to find out if morals and values align on a date. Shit tests.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
Like, what is some test?
Test your person?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to fucking test them. I think you just need to talk to them. Like, there's not really. I don't really believe in testing.
I did.
And you did?
I did.
I don't really believe in testing.
I tested.
Okay.
We had just started talking. I handed her the keys to the Urus and my debit card. Not even my credit card, my debit card. My personal debit card. And I had some shit to do, so I said, here, take my car, take my card, go to South Coast Plaza. Most expensive fucking mall here. And I said, and I verbatim said, have fun. Did I not say that? And she ended up, and I was expecting, I thought she spent like 1,000 or 2,000, right? She ends up buying me Ralph Lauren pants. No, Ralph Lauren pajamas.
Wow.
With her own card.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She didn't spend any of your. You didn't use your debit card at all.
No, she got like her like nails done. Or something.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Damn.
but then I was like, okay, maybe.
Should have got yourself a couple bags right there. That would have been. Should have used that at that time.
She said lost opportunity.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, maybe that's just for now.
Yeah.
Maybe down the line it'll get more and more. So I never took the card back. Ever. Till this day, she still has it. And I never check her spending.
Yeah.
Ever. But I think in the last 2 years, I've maybe checked like 3 times. And it's not me checking her. It's me having to check if like something went through on like my own. And there'll be times like I'll see her like what she'll buy. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
She has every possibility, every ability to go to Chanel or go here, right, blah, blah. She hasn't at all, Will things change after,
After
marriage? To be continued. I'm just kidding, but yeah. So, but you know what? I think so many people get focused on like money and gold digger and blah, 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 like not realizing like the main thing is just finding someone who's your best friend.
Yeah.
That's really
There's
it.
a person on the other side of that.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yes, you find like put the prettiness to the side, the beauty to the side, the this to the side, our cash to the side, our whatever, the cars and this and that. Like at the end of the day, when you're just laying there in bed at 12 o'clock at night, and you're just chilling,
Yeah, you're cuddling up.
you
You're
just
like,
want to be with your best fucking friend.
straight up. I
That's
agree.
it.
I coming over the test question, I don't think Michelle has ever tested me. I'm not very big on
Oh, she
manipulation.
has had to totally test
She's
you.
probably, I don't know, not that I've
Totally.
noticed in any way, but I think we've been Michelle. Michelle. She's a very like straightforward person. She's a no BS person.
She's like the girl version of me.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's a very much like puts it all on the table,
Mhm.
and I reciprocate really well with that as
Mhm.
well. So we were always very clear with what our expectations were, and we communicated those very well and understood that with each other. So I didn't ever feel like I ever needed to test her, and I never really felt tested by her either.
Mm.
So and I have a very like sensitive manipulation radar.
Really?
Yeah, like if I feel like
Really?
people are fucking with me, yeah, like I'll feel it and I'll know, right? And so I've never really ever felt that with Michelle. So and that's a huge boundary for me, a huge red flag. If you're trying to fuck with me like that and put an agenda on me, we're gonna have fucking problems, right? And I think we just always clearly communicated things off the bat, and we still do to this day. When we got married, I made very clear expectations on how I expect, what I expect from you as a wife, and she let me know what she expected from me as a husband, because obviously we're, not much has changed, but there's just a different official title to it
Yeah.
now, and so I don't need to test my wife or anything like that, or I just I need you to know this is what I need as a husband,
Yeah.
and I want to know what you need as a wife.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that was probably the only thing I ever did. I don't even think it was like a test per se, but I was curious though.
yeah,
Yeah. Maybe it was a test. I don't know. But
it was a fucking test.
she passed the test.
Passed us flying colors.
I think if there's anything I want someone to take away from this is just be straight up.
Yes.
Just
The more
be-
people are honest with each other,
Just be direct.
yeah.
Just be straight. Listen, if you drink, you drink. Bro, especially in the fucking brown community, so many people drink and I don't drink. And then they'll find out after they're married.
Yeah.
They drink. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like just be straight up
Yeah.
who you are, what you're about, what are you trying to do, what are you trying to get. Don't hide shit.
Worst case scenario, like what? You get denied, you get
Yeah.
rejected, whatever. Fuck it. All right, let's go.
Dude,
move
there's I've heard stories of men who have other wives and they're getting married again.
Yeah.
Crazy
on.
shit.
Nuts, dude.
And the dude's family knows everything. Like
yeah, they're okay with it.
crazy shit.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, I agree. Like a lot of relationships will start off way better, and it doesn't mean it's gonna work every single time. You guys are gonna go through your own unique problems, but I think you encounter better relationships just by being more brutally honest with each other up front in the very beginning, not waiting years in or months in, but brutally honest.
Yeah, 3 years.
beginning.
3 years in. I don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Seriously.
Let me ask you this. This is something I'm curious about. So you being financially successful and you marrying into Michelle's family, and I don't think they're on your same level. Gonna assume that financially. Was there any like competition? Did you sense any of that, or did they just say, "Hey, this is us"? And the reason why I'm saying this is because in the brown community, if let's say the bride and let's just say the groom or the bride is her family is well to do, and the groom's family is, let's just say, not, the groom's family will do everything in their power to throw a big party and throw like expensive food and like we're on the same level.
match up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like, so I'm
No.
curious, was that something that you experienced?
You
Or
know
no?
what I love about Michelle's family is they're just genuine human beings, genuine people. They're not trying to be anybody else. They're not trying to match up or
Yeah.
whatever. they genuinely are just cool and happy
Good
with
people.
who they are.
Yeah.
Good people. There's never any competition. There's never any like agenda behind it. They don't need anything from me. They just want me to treat their daughter right.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it.
Mhm.
And that's why I love spending time with them and hanging
Mm.
out with them, because they're just cool people.
Yeah.
And you know, you met my brother-in-law, so
Mhm.
like he's
Always tight.
cool.
Yeah.
He's dope and everything. And there's nothing like, you don't feel any animosity, or like he doesn't even feel out of place.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he's just there. You know, so no, thankfully I've had any of that. So
Yeah. No, it's thankfully same here too. Like her mom has not asked me anything.
mm-hmm.
She hasn't said a word to me. She hasn't tried to like, cause like I've seen it, bro, where it's like brown families will like
compete against each other.
big time, bro, big time. Like it's like embarrassing, and it's like, dude, like if you got like that, cool, you got like that. Like why does it have to be like your whole personality?
Yeah, you don't
know
need
what
to
I mean?
look down on other people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's no reason at all, or to have to fake yourself to try to be somebody you're not.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point. Like, it's harmful to do that, actually.
Yeah.
Super harmful. So
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Cool.
Well, I think that's it. Good
Pretty solid.
podcast again.
Right there.
Hope you guys
Solid.
enjoyed it.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast, and you know, thank you to one of my best friends, Costa, for coming on here. And you know, relationships are probably one of the most difficult things people can go through nowadays, and it's hard to find the right partner nowadays because of social media. But we have something really special coming on to eliminate all the bullshit of modern day dating and actually link people with the right people with the same values, and actually get people who actually may like each other. So, skipping ahead with all the stress, we're excited to present Bond, the bespoke matchmaking service for you guys, that's tailor made for men and women to hopefully find the right partner.
There's no apps, no site, completely confidential. You're not gonna have to deal with the same crap of Hinge and Tinder and dealing with men or ladies that are not serious. We have a set of matchmakers. We have a licensed therapist. We have dating coaches. We have a full background check, income verification check, residency check, to a face scanning app that's going to verify that they are who they say they are. And then after that, there's a 71 to 73 questionnaire that they're going to have to fill out, whether you're a guy or a girl, and for us to then hand that to the matchmakers to then find you the perfect match. And here's a kicker: it's not only US based, this is global.
Bond.
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 Yeah.